Welcome back, everybody, here to the Robert J. Collins Arena on Brookdale's Lincroft campus. Getting back to the second game of the doubleheader, we have our men's squad facing off against the Middlesex Colts as well. Both teams coming in at 2-3 on the year. So you're talking to Coach Chizak just a few minutes ago. I mean, what were you saying the keys to the game were?
Coach Chizak definitely emphasized the number one thing would be rebounding. They've been doing a better job of it lately, but have struggled in the rebounding department early in the season. He also talked about stopping their dribble penetration, as in the past they've been beaten by quick guards, getting to the basket. So his plan to combat that is play a little bit more man-to-man defense, limit the zone only in certain situations, and really do a better job of stopping that.
So we'll see how they fare coming in. Evenly matched up game.
Yeah.
Brookdale struggling from what, the usual pedigree was of national championships every year. Now falling to a 2-3 record, probably the first time in a long time. First time that I can remember since I've been here. So we're looking forward to another good one here. If you joined us for coverage of the women's game that just ended not that long ago, that one was a nail-biter towards the end. Brookdale coming back, but falling short at the end to the Colts. Could be an interesting game. Stick around for sure. So we also see freshman center Brian Crosby working his way into the starting lineup. Norbert Allen, we saw him last time we were here against Raritan Valley. Some struggles a little bit earlier in the game. Started to bring it up a little bit, but Crosby's really who shined at that big man spot.
Coach Izek also letting me know that Corey Brown, recovering from his injury, may play tonight. Most likely they'll probably won't be able to use him, but he did give it a go in warm-ups and was feeling a little sluggish, so probably won't see him tonight, but maybe if he feels better towards later in the game, he may get some action tonight.
Fast-paced right to the game. We're going to have a travel called on number 12, Jaquan Prayer, who is the brother of
Korea Prayer.
Korea Prayer. Yeah, the first name was escaping me from the women's squad. So right inside, immediately throws it out. And the swarming defense there on Isaiah Johnson had himself a week. Misses that shot, but nice rebound by Crosby. Quick put back up to get the first points on the board.
Crosby doing a good job there, getting in position and giving a good pump fake and going up strong with the putback there.
Terrell Cox taking the point back up again. Ooh, almost grabbed there by Savon Bennett. Big block.
Great block by Crosby getting over to help. And he's been proven he's worthy of starting.
Him and Noah Dean, two big physical bodies in there.
Sure.
Savon Bennett, the lone sophomore returner on the starting lineup now. Tyler Grzeski, the other one joining him, but he is on the bench. Tyler Grzeski did have a 12-point game, though, against Passaic.
Tough shot there.
Wow. That was impressive.
Yeah, well contested, but got up over the defender.
Cox got an open shot, doesn't take it, feeds it to Noah.
Another good rebound there by Crosby.
Those long arms there, grabbing everything right out of the air.
Gets it knocked out of his hand.
Yeah, it gets poked out.
Doing a good job on the boards there.
Yeah, early offensive rebounds, and they really got to keep it up.
And like Coach Izek said, they're really focusing on the rebounding, and I think Crosby, maybe he's in there for his rebounding ability.
Yeah.
That's a travel.
That's
Came
second
around
travel,
the screen,
yeah.
hesitated, picked up his pivot foot, and then started going with the other foot. You can't do that. You got to maintain the movement. If you're going to stop, you got to give that ball up.
18 minutes remaining. Middlesex with a 3-2 lead. After they hit that, one of those circus-style shots, had a hand in his face, falling to the side, nice three-pointer. Noah Dean's going to inbound it to Terrell Cox.
And Keith Robinson, number 23, in for Middlesex.
Quick substitution for them.
Yeah.
Shot in the corner from Bennett, and it's good.
The pass was a little slow getting there, but Bennett caught it pretty quick and got the quick release off.
So answers back with another 3. 5-3 now, Brookdale lead. Ooh, ball almost grabbed there by Isaiah Johnson. Fighting for it on the ground. Looks like Middlesex has got sole possession of it.
Call it a jump ball there.
Everybody from Brookdale's got a hand
that
in.
Ball.
Jump ball, Brookdale.
So it's going to go to Brookdale.
And give Johnson credit initially for getting his hand on that pass, creating a little bit of chaos.
Getting calls from the assistant coaches on the bench.
Another quick substitution. He's worried about matching up with those substitutions.
Yeah. Quick shot there by Terrell Cox. Falls. Oh, almost grabbed by Isaiah Johnson. They're going to call him on a foul.
A tough call there. Coach is not happy about that.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 11, Isaiah Johnson. His first, team's first.
Everybody pitching in today. We got our athletic director, Sean Noel, as our courtside announcer.
Doing a great job
filling in like it's his
seamless,
like it's his other
seamless
job.
Transition.
Another 3 there. So we're trading 3s back and forth. Over to Tavon Bennett, who hit the last one for Brookdale. Isaiah Johnson, if we remember when we were here last, he had a big game.
Yeah.
$15 seconds left on the shot clock. Starting to make their move now. Noah Dean from the top of the doesn't go in for him.
Good look there. Just maybe rushed it a little bit or just couldn't find the stroke there.
Feeds it right inside Terrell Cox. Nice defense on him.
Trap in the corner there.
Forced him to pass the ball
very
away.
Patient offense here.
Yes.
Shot clock down to 5.
They were able to get around on the screen, but
just not there.
Short.
Couple more quick substitutions there. So Sisson back in the game. And it looks like
interesting play, by Coach Jackson.
Yeah, so he's kind of rotating some guys quickly. Kind of only really using 2 guys off the bench, but kind of rotating them with all 5 of his starters, so like a 7-man rotation almost. And there's Crosby inside there, doing work, cutting through the lane. His teammate found him open and finished strong.
Nice pass inside from Noah Dean. Those two seem to be pairing up pretty well.
Good defense
there by Cox. Terrell Cox got his hand on it.
I actually don't think he saw the ball. He just kind of stuck his arm out because he was behind the defender. And because he didn't see the ball, had no idea where it was coming from. And the ball kind of just carried him to the offensive player who got a good look at the basket.
Jaquan Pereira hit that 3.
Good pass there. And Crosby having an impact early on in the starting lineup here. Really doing a good job of getting to the basket, crashing the boards. Everything Coach Shizek really needs him to do, he's doing.
Fouls on the Colts, number 23, Keith.
He's going to be coming in with another substitution.
Yeah, a lot of quick substitutions, trying to keep everybody fresh.
It's keeping them guessing.
Yeah.
It's a smart play. Quick 3 shot. They're going to call the foul on Dean.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 10, Noah Dean. That's his first, team's second.
9-7 lead for Middlesex. 5 minutes into this game here.
Coach Shizek true to his word, team in a man defense here early on. Really trying to stop the penetration of Middlesex and hope to get some big stops on the defensive end here. Middlesex trying to combat that with setting a lot of screens, making them switch their assignments. But Brookdale doing a good job staying at home on their man. There's a travel call there.
Traveling.
Brookdale doing a great job of communicating, calling out screens, letting their teammates know there's someone coming up behind you. You got to rotate. You got to stay there. Whatever you need to be doing.
Yeah, the rotation was perfect.
But they're playing it real well, and Coach Izek's definitely prepared for it. Look, if you're going to run a man defense, you have to know the other team to prepare for it. You have to let your team know this is what they're going to do, and this is what we're going to do about it.
Ball poked out there, but it went right towards Isaiah Johnson, and he gets fouled.
Fouls on the Colts, number 10, Malik Sisson, his first.
Both teams with 2 fouls early in this game. Sophomore Tavon Bennett tosses it into Cox. He takes a quick shot. Goes right into the hands of Crosby.
Right on the spot there.
Put back is perfect.
Great start for Crosby here. Looks like he's really coming into his own here.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to call.
And on the called him on the foul there. That was Coach Chizak was You can see he's talking to the ref.
Watch the
not
replay
not
here.
agreeing with it.
It did look like Crosby got his leg up there at the last second and kind of caused a little bit of contact.
Basket's good. Fouls on Brookdale's number 20, Brian Crosby.
That is his first. Brookdale's third.
Yeah, well, watch that because he's been a huge player for them early on here.
$12 to 9 now. 14 minutes left in this first half. Brookdale slowing things up a bit now on offense. In goes Terrell Cox. Blocked by number 35, Baruch Archile. Coast to coast. Doesn't land for Mendez.
Archile
stay on
making
this
his
side.
presence known. 6'8", big time, 6'7" rather, big time shot blocker.
Yeah. Tallest body on the team for sure.
Not a lot of great length on that team.
No.
Oh, and a good play there to lob it up for him on the inbounds. And Crosby, two quick
fouls, yeah. That's going to hurt.
Brookdale's number 20,
Looks like in comes William Gay.
Team's fourth.
It's interesting. We've yet to see the big man.
Tyler Grzeski also waiting to check in.
Norbert Allen hasn't come in yet.
Yeah. So the duo of Dean and Crosby coming out for Grzeski and William Gay. That shot goes. The only 2 players returning from the team that made it to the national tournament last year. Shot by Isaiah Johnson goes up.
Grzeski falls down in pursuit.
Trying to grab it, tripped up a little bit.
Looked like he might have had a shot at it, but went down quickly. So Brookdale struggling a little bit here, shooting the ball. We'll see how they fare with Crosby on the bench now with 2 fouls. And you got to think he's going to miss a good chunk of this half here, so we'll see how they respond.
You're going to have William Gay matching up against Archile. A little bit of a few-inch height differential, but nothing huge. Because we're going to have a foul called against Terrell Cox.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 4, Terrell Cox, his first, team's fifth.
14 to 9 now. Middlesex still in the lead. 13-10 remaining in the first half. Quick basket there.
Good move there by number 13. Bryant Webb hung up in the air a little bit, got over the defender.
Terrell Cox right back over to Bennett. The window closed very rapidly for him. He was drawing somewhat of a second defender, but now Grzeski took the pressure off of him where he takes the shot.
Not a bad look for Bennett,
No.
just couldn't convert there, in and out. Bennett's been quiet early here. That one big 3, but since then hasn't done much. So they're going to call a push off there.
Fouls on the Colts, number 13, Bryant Webb, his first, team's third.
2 more quick substitutions there. A little bit of an interesting strategy here.
Yeah. See how it pays off for him. going into the game. I mean, you don't have really a lot of solid guys who are going to always have those fresh legs.
Yeah.
But the other advantage is everybody's staying a little bit warm.
Sure.
You're not getting cold on the bench.
As Grzycki fires and airballs a 3.
Tripping up there, and
that's a tough call there. Look, he just kind of slipped and lost his balance.
I don't agree with that one. See if the refs are going to.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 4, Terrell Cox, his second.
And that's 2 on Cox.
Ref had a different angle at it than we all did. So it'll be the 6th-team foul and the second on Cox.
And Johnson Aquile into the game for Cox. Some foul trouble early here for Brookdale.
Open shot there. He got around Johnson, but it couldn't go, and had a couple players crashing the boards. It went out on Middlesex. So that's Von Bennett slowing things up once again. Now he's heading things with Cox on the bench. Johnson Aquile came in for him.
Good cut there by Isaiah Johnson. And much needed foul there.
Yeah.
Brookdale really got a chance to get back on the board here.
Fouls on the Colts, number 23, Keith Robinson, his second.
See Coach Chizak trying to fire up his team there, letting them know what maybe a little bit slow start here, and he's not really happy about it.
So Johnson misses the first shot. It's tough. You got to start climbing back a little bit from this.
Yeah.
6 fouls isn't going to help either. Only not even halfway into the first half. Yeah, he couldn't keep his. Couldn't
lane violation.
Oh, I thought it was going to be called by number 15.
Coach Chizak not happy about that. And here comes the big man, Norbert Allen.
Yeah, I thought it was 15 on Middlesex. He looked like he was falling.
It did look like
bit.
Gay moved first, almost like if a defensive player induced an offensive lineman, same kind of thing. He kind of flips a little bit and got everybody else to jump.
Yeah.
Good move there and a good pass inside.
Yeah, all around the world.
Good defense though, but staying with it.
Yep.
Chile just kind of sticks with it and gets it up over the defense.
That's a much-needed timeout there by Coach Chizak. Now that the game is 18-9 with Middlesex in the lead. What are they doing wrong here that they really got to start to improve on?
Like I said, Coach Chizak really emphasized rebounding, and early on it looked okay, but ever since Crosby's been out of the game, they're having problems on the defensive end rebounding, and offensively a little bit out of rhythm, missing some shots they should probably be making, but just a little bit off. And I think the foul trouble early with Noah Dean and with Crosby just really kind of messed with the continuity that they're trying to get on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, could be better, but not awful. Maybe they would like to pick up the ball inside a little bit more. But again, I think it's the rebounding that's hurting them. The other team's getting second chances, and it's really kind of killing them right now.
Heading back out there now, 18-9. Middlesex Colts holding on to that lead.
Oh, Bennett throws it away.
Yeah.
But Johnson was a little bit late to get to that, I guess, or a little bit early.
I think he might have started walking. He's looking the other way before he fully caught the ball, and it bounced off his hands.
Great job of rotating by the Brookdale defense.
Nice block there by Allen.
The defense did a great job of rotating. Bennett to the hole.
Nice little hesitation there.
They're going to call goaltending there as the ball came off the backboard and then was touched.
Basket's good.
So Bennett with a nice aggressive move to the basket. After all this sloppy start, Brookdale's only down 7 right now.
Yeah. It's drawing similarities to the women's game.
And it's because of the effort of the defensive end. They're doing a pretty good job on the defensive end. Offensively, they're struggling. Rebounding was okay early, struggling a little bit more now, but still working hard on the defensive end.
Ball bouncing off everybody's hands tonight, but he grabs back onto it, tries to drive in on Norbert Allen, who gets a hand on that ball once again. Fighting for it.
Well done there by Akile.
We're going to stay over here.
Step in there and tie them up. But again, good team defense. Everybody rotating, finding a man, and just getting back to the ball.
Right inside. But he's got, it's a height matchup, but he's got the ups more on Allen.
To get up over Allen. And we'll see how long Coach Isaac sticks with Allen. As, you know, he's having a bit of a tough time, but he's definitely still playing pretty well out there.
Devon Bennett got it away after getting swarmed inside to Allen, going tough to the rim.
Allen's struggling a little bit on the offensive end here.
Yeah. Couple screen set now. They're going to start to take advantage of Allen, but he gets some help from Bennett. Shot goes up.
Bennett helps. The kick out to his man, knocks down the shot. So Allen really struggling out there, and it looks like Gay's going to come back in for him. So maybe we're seeing a little bit of why Allen has been relegated to the bench here.
Yeah. A little physical.
A lot of pressure now on the ball here from Middlesex.
Fouls on the Colts, number 5, Mark Alston, his first.
You see Brian Reese checking in for the first time.
Inbound here to Isaiah Johnson, who trying to make a splash. That one couldn't land for him.
The big man takes the tumble.
They're going to take advantage of that.
A very well executed play there.
Yeah. Allen went down, couldn't get back defensively in time.
They're just struggling right now on the offensive end here. A good defensive play there to break that up, but Brookdale's really struggling on the defensive end here. I mean, on the offensive end, rather. Trying to get any good looks here.
Something I've noticed, too, while watching the bench is you don't have a lot of vocal guys on the bench like you had last year.
Sure.
Joe Nickerson was a huge voice, not only when he was on the court, but when he was off the court as well.
Yeah, maybe they're lacking that leadership that they've had for the last couple of years.
Because the couple guys that were returning, as we've stated, this game and last game, they weren't main starters all the time.
Yeah.
So somebody's really got to step up. Tavon Bennett has. You can absolutely see that.
But he can't do it all by himself.
Performance-wise, we don't know how he is in the locker room and in practices.
Fouls on the Colts, number 15, Steven Mendez, his first.
Chance for a three-point play here. Much heated three-point play here.
Yeah.
Brookdale starting to get down big here.
Try to cut it down to an 11-point lead. And we really are drawing some similarities to the women's game where it's not that far off, and it could be a lot worse.
Exactly. But, I mean, the women just couldn't turn it around and get it going.
Yeah.
You know, they made runs, but never really put it all together for the rest of the game. Where Brookdale here still has a chance early enough here to put it together, make a nice run here before the half, and then come in the second half and play much better and really, take this game and take control of this game. But right now, they really have to do a better job on the offensive end of executing, and the defensive end not committing so many fouls.
That foul shot that he had a chance at did not land. Rebounded by Brookdale. Norbert Allen getting swarmed on the inside.
Good job hanging on to it.
Yeah.
A tough charge call there against Johnson.
Hey, had his feet down.
Offensive foul, Brookdale's number 11, Isaiah Johnson, his second.
So that is Isaiah Johnson's second.
And we'll see Grzeski come back in.
Yeah. So he's already got 2 this early in the game and hasn't been producing much offensively, so maybe Coach Chizak's going to switch it up a little bit.
All right, they're going to call off the ball there. Foul. It looks like an illegal screen. So a little break there for Brookdale.
Fouls on the Colts, number 35.
Authoritative call from the ref there as we go back Brookdale's way, and Isaiah Johnson will come out with a couple of fouls. And we also have a timeout on the court.
Middlesex calls a full timeout.
And again, Brookdale starting to get a little bit going here.
Yeah.
Especially in the defensive end. Offensively, still struggling a little bit with Crosby and Noah Dean both in foul trouble. We'll see if they can get something going in the offensive end. It looks like Coach Chizak maybe drawing up a player or 2 here just to get them going.
8 fouls for Brookdale, 7 fouls for Middlesex. A decent amount here with only 7.5 left in this first half.
And whichever team can, stay away from the fouls, will probably end up doing better the rest of the way going forward. Really, just don't want to give the other team easy opportunities, and especially if you're Middlesex, you don't want to give Brookdale easy free throws to get back into this game.
As you can see there in the background, we had the shot of the cheerleaders. That Brookdale has been honored to host the 2016 Women's Basketball National Championships right here in the Robert J. Collins Arena. So we got a bit of a ways before that, but a great honor that was bestowed upon us, and we will also be hosting the Region 19 tournament again this year for both the men's and women's. It's a big congratulations to everybody involved there, Sean Noel and everybody else. (25-14), 7.5 left in this first half.
Here comes the trap.
Second time they did that.
And they caught him.
Coach George Jackson.
A little bit of a unique game plan here. Not a lot of stuff you've seen before. Even in warm-ups, they were kind of playing a bit of a scrimmage in warm-ups, which was a little bit unique. You don't really see that. Most teams just doing a couple layup lines and a couple drills where they were actually playing 5-on-5. So a little bit of a different coaching style.
They got the bodies. They got 11 guys total on the team, so they have the chance to do it. It seems to be working for them so far in this game. 11-point lead.
Berto committing another foul, so now that'll put them at the line. And the next one will be double bonus going forward.
So that's the first one for Tavon Bennett.
That's his first.
These next 7 minutes are going to be big. They need to be able to get themselves back in this game. Really struggling now.
So his last shot here since he made the first. That one bounces out. Almost grabbed by Norbert Allen.
A good job by the Brookdale Jersey Blues. A team effort there in rebounding that ball.
So Noah Dean's coming back in, but it doesn't look like Crosby will. Right over to Bennett. Trying to get an open shot. They had Grzeski for a second, but William Gay takes the shot, and Norbert Allen wound up with it. I don't know if the ball got poked out or if it was that some kind of attempt at a shot.
Looked like he tried to throw it up, but maybe lost the ball on the way up. Maybe got knocked out a little bit there. You see Coach Dubina walking into the locker room there.
.640 remaining. Middlesex ball, and they have been really dominating on offense here.
Brookdale just needs to get stops here. Let's see the call here.
It's going to be called against Middlesex.
Offensive foul. The referees took a minute there, but made the call.
That one got Coach Jackson off the bench.
A lot of close calls in this game. A lot of calls that could go either way. A lot of charges and blocking fouls and deflected balls and a lot of stuff that's either way, and it's really coming down to the referees to, they're doing a pretty good job. It's been some tough calls here.
I wouldn't want to be an official in this game. This is a tough one to call for sure. Brookdale's been having a hard time just setting anything up offensively.
Not being able to get a shot.
Yeah.
Bennett's kind of forcing it here, and nothing there. Got to get it back to Bennett, though. He's got to look there.
They were doing pretty well offensively, that original lineup. I don't know if it's now.
It's just, I think Crosby has a lot to do with it. Crosby was doing a really good job inside, kind of almost spreading the floor because he was doing so well inside, kind of opening up the perimeter. And they're really struggling. And it's interesting to see Coach Cheeseck not going back to him, really not trusting that he can be able to play with those two fouls.
Yeah.
Really wants to save him for the second half. And I guess a 12-point game, you can kind of be okay with that. But at some point, if it starts getting out of reach, you got to wonder how long you're going to keep Crosby on the bench.
It also could be hurting the Brookdale offensive effort is the way Coach Jackson of Middlesex keeps in this rotating lineup.
Sure,
you never know who's going to be in there.
And they
at
just
any
keep
point.
running guys to the ball and really just kind of mixing up Brookdale and not really giving Brookdale a chance to get settled in offensively at all.
Second one falls out for Tavon Bennett.
Still manageable, 11 points. Got to make a run here.
There's Noah Dean transferring over on defense.
Good job of helping on the screen. A good finish there.
Yeah.
Again, Archile just doing work inside.
Dean will match up a little better with Archile than. And
there's a travel.
Yeah, Dean's going to match up a little better than Allen will with the speed, but he's got to stay on him.
Good job by Dean there. Yeah, Dean's doing a good job of really keeping Archile away from where he wants to be and keeping the ball out of his hands.
See, that's definitely a matchup you want to keep your eye on. See him there in the middle. He gets away a little bit.
And finishes it. Archile really giving them a lot of problems inside.
Yeah.
This lead has ballooned up to 15 points.
See, he's tall and very athletic, and he's got a great shot.
So just trying to really work that ball around, but nothing there.
Got to give a lot of credit to the Middlesex defense, stopping any attempts at a shot, at a clean shot for Brookdale.
Looked like Dean was out of bounds when he touched the ball there. Indeed, that is the call. You see it again in the replay. Dean's foot just on the line right there as he touches the ball. So, a good call by the referee. To get another tough call, but well done by the referees. You got to give them credit. It's a tough game to call.
Yeah, 100%.
And they're doing a pretty good job of it.
30-15. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left in this first half.
Coach Cheeseck try to find a combination that works here. Good job by Dean not to commit the foul there.
Isaiah Johnson trying to go coast to coast and get stopped in the middle. And he draws the foul.
Just trying to do something. Drive into the lane.
Yeah.
Create some contact, get to the free throw line.
Fouls on the Colts.
That will be the 10th foul for Middlesex. And Brookdale's knocking on the door with 9 themselves.
So Sisson's picked up his second foul. We'll see if Coach George Jackson sticks with him for the rest of the half here, or maybe sits him down. Looks like he is going to have a seat here.
They're going to have Keith Robinson come in. Wearing the sacred number 23. Wasn't there talks of that being retired throughout all basketball levels or something? Some rumors about that a while ago.
Nothing.
How can you police that? 17:30 now. Saying both those free throws. This is where they need a big defensive stop.
Good job preventing the ball from getting inside.
gets a three opportunity, long, couple steps
Knocks
back.
it down. They did a good job initially of stopping it from going inside, but Middlesex recognized it, had to move the ball around, and just got themselves a good look.
Mark Alston sank that one with ease. Right inside to Dean. Cox with an open shot as well. Bounces off the rim.
That's got to go down. If you get a good look, you got to knock it down.
Brookdale hasn't been that great in offensive rebounding since we talked Crosby stepping off the court. And another three. And this one comes by Jaquan Brer. We're almost at a 20-point lead, 19 for Middlesex, as we're just under 3.5 left in this first half.
And Brookdale's having all sorts of problems on both ends of the floor. Offensively, no rhythm, no continuity, missing open jump shots, missing free throws. And on the defensive end, a lot of trouble. They had trouble inside with Archile. They started stopping that, but it opened up the outside game, the perimeter game, and they started hitting their threes because a lot of the defense was backing up into the paint. Kind of similar to what was happening with Crosby early in the game, where he was kind of dominating inside and it backed the defense up, and it gave his teammates some more room to create. And now they're just really struggling to get anything going here. And Coach Cizek's got to be laying into them and letting them know this is, it's not too late. And again, just play basketball, play the way you know how to play, and we'll get this done. But it's a long way from there right now. They're not looking good at all.
Yeah, if they can start to get a nice run here and maybe close that gap a little bit, they're not out the game yet.
If you can get it down to around 10 points, they always say you want to shave it in the last couple minutes of the half.
Yep.
You can shave 5, 6, 7, even 10 points before you get into the half get some momentum going into the half and come out with some confidence and seeing what you can do and make those adjustments at halftime. Then it goes a long way.
Yeah, that's huge. Heading back here from the timeout.
And if you're Middlesex, you want to keep Brookdale off the foul line, make them earn every possession, really make them work for their offense. And on the other end, just come down and play your game. Try to get it inside. They don't let that happen. You adjust.
Terrell Cox trying to make his way down the lane here. He's got to pass it off. Isaiah Johnson for three. Oh, in and out.
A good rebound by Gay there.
There's an offensive rebound. William Gay will get fouled.
And look, Johnson got a good look. Just in and out. Sometimes it's going to happen. Basketball guys don't give you all of them.
Yeah.
But, they kind of got it back on the offensive rebound there. And a great job by Gay. That would have been a demoralizing kind of play where you get a good shot. You looked good, just missed it. But definitely, Gay just stepped up, made the play they needed to make, and keeping them alive here.
First one bounces out for him. So we're going to keep it at this 19-point lead for Middlesex. That one bounces.
Brookdale's got to really win these last 3 minutes here.
Middlesex is getting good rotation with the ball all around. But no shots just yet. It goes in, and so Dean got a little too physical with it.
A good job of switching hands in midair. By number 12, Jaquan Prayer got up in Noah Dean, and Dean went up straight, but then at the last second, Prayer switched hands, and Dean kind of swatted at him and created the foul there.
And Prayer makes the first shot.
Middlesex really kind of taking the life out of this crowd.
Yeah. Got back up to that 19-point lead, but Terrell Cox trying to get it away from there.
Offensive rebound. Another offensive rebound.
Ball winds up back in Johnson's hand after the missed shot.
And Johnson really doing a lot to keep him in this game here.
Yeah.
But he's going to need some help.
Fouls on the Colts, number 5, Mark Alston, his third.
He's going to attempt 2. Looks like we may take a little bit of injury timeout. William Gay might be bleeding a bit.
And we're going to see Corey Brown, who we thought may not play. So his first appearance. Interesting decision by Coach Cizek.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see how long Corey Brown could go here.
Here comes Isaiah Johnson, who was named the NJHoops.com Junior College Player of the Week with his 35-point effort against Passaic. Brookdale grabbing their first Region 19 win of the year against that game. Terrell Cox, number 4, standing just above him, scored 15 points as well in that effort. And he brings to a 17-point deficit. 2:37 left. Brookdale needs to translate that offensive toughness back onto defense now.
Sure. You have to get the stop here. And then you have to keep getting stops if you're going to get back in this game. And Middlesex loves running that high screen and roll with the two big guys at the top of the key.
And he can shoot. That one doesn't go for him, but rebounded by number 15, Steven Mendez. And
Mendez did a good job of, controlling the rebound, looking around, assessing the situation, and going up with the shot.
So we've hit the 2-minute mark. As the ball heads inside to Dean. Kicks it back out to Cox, who makes the shot.
A good decision there by Cox to just kind of use Dean as a screen and shoot right over his man.
Open shot in the corner. Cox on the rebound.
Good outlet there to Reese. Good defensive play there.
Kept his eye on
Brian
the ball.
Webb just waited for it and just timed it perfectly. Webb coming down the other end. Nobody's there. It's a missed shot there.
The second 3 opportunity missed.
Johnson's going to run the ball there, and a good job to Cox. Can't finish, though.
Found his man, but he couldn't get it at the basket. One minute left here. 39-22. Middlesex Colts with the lead. And you saw Webb wanted that shot again. Oh, and there he is. Corey Brown thought he was going to be a scratch for the game. Coming around for the easy basket.
You can see him wearing that knee brace. Giving it a good test here.
Yeah.
Brown's called it for the foul there.
You can see he's taking and trying to take a little pressure off that knee when he's walking once in a while. When he first came down off of that. .34 seconds left. Both these coaches probably just want this half to end. Both of them maxed out in fouls.
Missed free throw there. And Brookdale, it's a bit of a deficit here, but they are hanging around. I mean, they're going to have to make a run here to get back in this. Keep saying it, but it's true. I mean, they're not that far out of this game.
16 points now. Shot clock turned off.
Yes, they're going to play for the last shot here, or at least try to get a good shot. Oh, no. Kick ball there, almost a steal.
So, Corey Brown taking the inbound pass.
Comes that trap.
Yeah. They like to run that.
Yep. Well, good job of getting out of that.
Yeah. They haven't had a huge
Coach
stop on it yet.
He feels that they missed an opportunity there. Looks like Brown traveled there, yep.
So a lot of time off the clock and nothing to show for it. 10 seconds left now.
And now you just got to hope you get a stop here.
Yeah. And the shot goes up. Three-pointer to end this half.
They wanted to end the half there.
So right when Brookdale thought they were going to have that decent, deficit cut down a little bit, they come out with that late three to push it right back to 19 points.
And a rough half, rough start, just all the way through. Crosby got in foul trouble early. It looked like they really just fell apart after that.
Yeah, I mean, that was tough, and you haven't seen him in a while. I mean, he only had 2 fouls, and then he came out of the game for a decent amount of time. When is he going to come back?
I'm surprised maybe Coach Izek didn't decide to go back to him later on in the half. You don't want to get that 3rd foul, but at the same time, your game is starting to get away from you. You want to do something to re-energize your team.
Yeah.
Couldn't find the right mix of guys. Had a lot of trouble on the defensive end getting stops. So we'll see if Crosby comes back to start the second half and how long he'll stay with him.
I said what we were talking about as well was the rotating lineup from the head coach of Middlesex.
And it did look like it gave Brookdale a lot of problems. They ran a lot of guys at the ball. They had fresh legs out there the whole first half. We'll see if they get later in the game. It also keeps them fresh. And, Brookdale's have to do something. They have to make a run coming out of the half, or this is going to get away from them really quickly.
So we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Score 43-24 at the half. Middlesex lead. All right, welcome back, everybody, here to the Robert J. Collins Arena. Second half action here. Brookdale's down 43-24 to the Middlesex County Colts. I didn't see Brookdale come out to the court till about 2 minutes left.
Listen, Coach Izek was probably in there giving it to him. Look, they played sloppy. They played out of control at times. Defensively, offensively, both sides of the ball not looking good. Coach Izek was not happy with the effort he was getting out there, and you could tell they came out here, pretty quick. It took them a while to get out here.
Yeah.
So when they got out here, they had a little bit of a different look to them. So we'll see if Coach Izek really got into him at the half.
They definitely caught a ribbing from him. We'll see how they're going to translate that now. Isaiah Johnson getting right into it. Brian Crosby, we see back out on the field, on the court.
And we talked about him in the first half, really, after getting into early foul trouble, not seeing much time after that at all. And so we'll see if that's either, if maybe that was a coaching decision, based on his play or maybe his role.
Yeah.
Although he did look good while he was out there. So we'll see if it was the foul trouble and he really sticks in here in the second half.
Noah Dean immediately with the easy jumper there.
And if Brookdale wants to win this game, they're going to have to get consecutive stops in the defensive end.
They're already looking a little bit more aggressive than they did in the first half defensively, just on these first possession.
And you're going to see that energy because Coach Izek probably let him know that he wasn't seeing it early on.
Oh, he lit a fire underneath him. You can count on that.
Good defensive possession there.
Now we're going to have Crosby matched up back onto Archile. Long pass over to Bennett. And the 3. Oh, almost rebound and grab there by Bennett, but it didn't land in his hands. Going all the way around.
Crosby, not much of a presence there. Kind of just put his arms up and didn't make an effort. I know he doesn't want to get in foul trouble, but we got to do a little bit more to stop that penetration there.
Pereira's quick. He can go right around you. Trying to feed it to Dean inside, but he gets to Crosby. Crosby at the free throw line. Makes the shot, and there he is. Immediate impact.
Yeah, a good touch there by Crosby getting the roll there. And again, opening it up a little bit, coming to the foul line, knocking down the jump shot. And they're going to need to, again, they need to get the stops. The offenses look good so far, but the defense a little sketchy.
This is going to be a big stop here for defense.
There's that dribble penetration that we talked about.
Yep. Crosby came back on the second chance. He tried to come over and help Bennett out, and it freed up Archile.
So she's like having some words with Crosby, letting him know he doesn't think he did the right thing there. Not sure
I
exactly.
think he's looking more at Bennett.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, because Bennett let his man go. Crosby had to come up and help.
And so Bennett's got to rotate back to his man. Exactly. And Crosby really had no chance but to just let his man get the rebound.
But they're not, it's a first mistake.
It's the lack of hustle. It's just that extra effort's not there. And I think that's why Coach Izek is so upset with Tavon Bennett, because that little bit of effort to get there and pick up, Crosby's man would have controlled the rebound and it would have got them the ball back. It's little things like that that just add up, to mistake after mistake and just really kind of knock you out in this game.
A little trying to figure out whose ball it is. Correction by the ref. It is Brookdale ball.
We all make a mistake once in a while, huh?
47-28. Middlesex lead. 18 minutes left. Out to Bennett. Open shot.
Crosby.
Rebounded by Crosby.
Good finish there. And Crosby making his impact felt here.
Sinks to put back.
Coach Chizak picking up a technical foul here.
I don't know if that was warranted, but the official might have been hearing it all game and finally
Did
foul.
official did say that's
him
enough,
for it.
Coach.
Yeah.
Or just let him know I don't want to listen to it anymore. Just trying to maybe fire up his team.
Yeah.
Do something here.
Yeah. It's not like it came on, like he was arguing with a call or
Yeah,
anything.
it was just a continuous
Yeah.
frustration.
But we're not down there on the court, so we don't know exactly what's going on. What's done is done. Move on from here. 19-point lead. Oh, the ball tips off the hands there. Isaiah Johnson sinking it in there.
Well done there by Johnson. Finishing strong. Again, Brookdale not having problems scoring.
No.
It's more on the defensive end.
Ooh, Keith Robinson, nice move there on
And
Johnson.
Good job. Johnson got there, in enough time to just cause a little bit of trouble.
Brookdale has not put a solid dent into this lead yet. It keeps going back and forth between 17 to 19.
They can get a couple scores here. Great pass
Yep.
inside.
Good job seeing him.
Crosby again.
Wide open.
You
Archie
gotta
came
wonder-
to grab Dean.
Yeah, and you got to wonder why Coach Chizek wasn't giving Crosby more minutes in the first half. I know he was in a little bit of foul trouble, but
Yeah.
maybe this lead wouldn't be so big if he was in there.
You saw Brian Webb and Mark Alston both go to Crosby at the same time, and they both backed off because they thought the other one was carrying him or covering him.
There's another stop on the defensive end.
Yeah, you got a matchup there, mismatch there with Crosby on Steven Mendez.
And it looks like Middlesex in a bit of a zone, so if Crosby can get in behind the defense like he did the last play, he can get himself a layup. High-low screen here. Good pull there. Bennett almost got to that one.
Ball tipped out. Bennett's been playing close defense the majority of this second
He's
half.
been quieted, though, on the offensive end of the ball.
Ooh, Dean had his head turned around.
A good job there. Good rotation.
Very
That's
nice.
that team defense that Coach Chizek was talking about. Good move there.
Nice, yeah.
And a little bit of a flop, but the referee didn't buy it. And a timeout there by Middlesex as Brookdale starting to chop away here.
Yep.
Chip away, rather.
They should start to adopt some of the NBA rules in that on penalizing on the obvious flops to deter it.
Yeah, you should be able to call a foul on that because it's just horseplay is all it is. A great effort here coming out of the half. And initially it did look a little bit scary, like they were back in the same mentality, but Coach Chizek laid into Tavon Bennett, and ever since that moment, Brookdale has really come out here with a different kind of energy and really started to chip away at this lead. And if they can get another couple minutes of this going, really make this thing a game.
Definitely so. 49-36. 13 points now, so they are starting to step into that lead just a little bit by getting some nice stops on defense. .51 remaining in the game.
Another defensive stop here would be huge.
Trying to set up a screen there for Eugene Campbell, number 11. Yeah, they're really trying to get the ball to him. Bennett's playing great defense, not giving up any shot.
Tough shot there.
Sinks it.
Yeah, friendly roll there, but not bad defense, just a little bit of a tough shot that was made.
Terrell Cox calling out a play. Over to Isaiah Johnson. Quick three.
No good.
Doesn't go. Crosby trying to muscle away
Looks
from
like he
Archie.
was held a little bit there.
Ooh.
Big shot there.
Big man can shoot, too. Missed on the 3 attempt before on the other side of the court, but makes it on this side.
Good drive there by Bennett. Good defense there, and a great heads-up play.
They're saying that his foot was out.
Heads-up play, didn't work out, but you got to applaud the effort there to throw it off the man out of bounds.
No look pass into Bennett, finding Dean on the inside. Gorzeski, open shot, hesitation.
Passes it up, goes to the basket, draws the foul. And a good decision by
Good play.
Gorzeski. Had a decent look, but saw the opening and maybe decided, you know what, let me get a better shot here when we're down.
Mm-hmm. So he draws the foul. He's going to head for 2. Both teams not doing too bad.
On the Colts, number 11, Eugene Campbell.
In regards to the fouls, Brookdale still hasn't picked up any. This is only Middlesex's second, about 6 minutes into this second half. Coach Jackson barking out orders from the sideline. Still rotating a little bit here and there, but not as aggressive.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good defense applied there by Cox. Good job of preventing the entry pass.
Shot
clock's running down in about 10 seconds now.
He might have had a shot there.
All right, offensive 3 seconds. A good defensive possession. And Brookdale's been getting some good defensive possessions. Need to start chipping away at this lead. They got it to 14 here.
Ooh, right inside to Dean.
Can't hit, though.
Crosby wrestling the ball away.
Good rebound. Bennett open under the basket, but
wide open,
saw him.
yeah. Terrell Cox resetting. 25 on the shot clock. Over to Bennett. Drives to the baseline. Pops and shoots it. $14-point lead now, 54-40. And Terrell Cox is almost getting that ball the last 2 possessions. Open shot for Achille. Can't give him that for a second time. Forced it in there. Tyler Gorzeski with the defense. Terrell Cox is hungry for that ball. He's doing a great job defensively on Jaquan Prayer, but it's 3 threes in a row.
And they're really struggling right now on the defensive end. And they played well early in the half, but just letting the three-pointers rain.
There's that trap again.
A foul call there.
Yeah, he was hugging him. Coach Jackson not happy.
Fouls on the Colts, number 13, Bryant Webb, his second.
Corey Brown back in the game now.
Yeah, he came in hot last time. And then kind of cooled off a little bit, but
Coach Cizek figuring he's got to go to somewhere because they're having a lot of problems.
Bennett just off front of the rim on that shot. Trying to get back on defense on Prayer, who was getting very well defended by Cox, who is on the bench now. Oh, ball poked out by there, Grzeski. Devon Bennett driving in. That one gets hit out as well.
Good defensive play there. Brookdale really struggling.
Yeah, 20-point deficit now.
Time is running out.
It's now or never. We really got to start to close that gap.
Good heads-up play. Got his man off the ground and just jumped into him and drew the foul.
Fans still having a good time here. The Collins Arena. 60-40. Middlesex lead. 11 minutes remaining in this game.
Third. Teams first.
At this point in the first half, though, I mean, add about 6 fouls onto each team.
Yeah, it was interesting because it was very much dictated the pace of the game by all the fouls that were called, and a lot less fouls, a quicker pace of the game. Brookdale's still struggling, so even a different pace of the game, different style of the game, Brookdale's still having a lot of trouble. It looked for a little while they were going to make a little bit of a run here, but just started coming back to the old ways of just not making the plays they needed to make, and Middlesex is doing a great job of just getting the open shots and finding the open man, and really just on the defensive end, just locking it down.
Crosby playing the length of this second half now gets a blow with Norbert Allen coming in. Right inside to William Gay. He had a little bit of a lane open up. It closed quick, bunch of hands in there.
Again, a turnover there by Brookdale. Nothing really going on the offensive end the last couple possessions.
Good defense there by Brian Reese.
Good fake, good move.
Ooh.
Couldn't finish, but a great fake and good move inside.
Quick pass inside, just threaded the needle, and the foul is going to get called on Archile.
What a game Archile is having.
Yeah.
He's doing it from
He's
everywhere.
balling out.
Both ends of the floor, hitting threes, getting inside, offensive rebounds, blocking shots, just doing everything today.
Playing a clean game, too, only a second foul.
Yeah, he's just doing a great job and containing the big men for the most part for Brookdale.
Yeah. The only person who gave him a little bit of trouble this whole game was Crosby.
Yeah, and Crosby got himself in foul trouble and really hurt himself.
He really shutting down Norbert Allen on both ends. Noah Dean had his shot at him and stopped him a few times, but
good effort there by Allen to come up with that loose ball.
So we're going to stay down here. Corey Brown is going to toss it in.
22-point lead.
10 minutes left. 3 opportunity from Reese. He stops.
Good pass inside.
Yep.
That was the best looking play we've seen in a while.
Yeah. Smartest play that Brookdale's made all night, probably. Oh, Grzeski almost. Miscommunication there. They're saying it tipped off of Grzeski.
Coach Chizek again not happy.
No. Yeah, they are not taking anything else from Coach Chizek. The refs are starting to get a little fed up with it. He doesn't want to get another technical called on him.
With 9:44 to go, not much looking good here for Brookdale.
Not down 20 points. They had it at one point. They started to get a little bit in there. 14 points 14, they cut it down, yeah.
And then they just couldn't keep it going.
Now,
Middlesex doing a good job of fighting them off and just sticking to their game plan. You know, a lot of ball movement, a lot of using Archile in different ways. Really not
three-point shots.
Defense really keying on any specific way to play him. If you play him to come outside. He's going to take the ball from outside. He's going to shoot it, make the big men stretch the floor a little bit. So it's really been an all-around good game plan, I think, by the Middlesex coaching staff to really, exploit the weaknesses of Brookdale, whether it's inside or outside, for that matter.
Heading back off the timeout. See one of the assistant coaches talking. You said you had heard something about one of the assistant coaches on Middlesex, right?
Yes. Coach Jamar Nutter, former Seton Hall star, played in the Big East for 4 years at Seton Hall. So good to see him out here and, staying local in New Jersey and building his coaching career.
Bring a little D1 help to the D3 game. Could always welcome that for sure. And Middlesex has really been really looking great. Both programs are doing quite well tonight. Brian Reese catching back up on defense there. Shea doesn't see the shot clock. That's going to expire. No shot.
A lot of dribbling, but not a lot of decisions being made there.
Yeah, he had his back turned to the shot clock and didn't see it going down, and it wasn't. They didn't start calling it out in the crowd or on the bench until it was too late. So there was 3 seconds left.
Coach Jackson wants him to have a seat next to him and just letting him know that that's not tolerated. Oh, big man hits the floor. Still down here.
So he's staying down.
See what happens. Looks like he's okay. Just took a big spill there.
Oh.
Looks trying to walk.
Stumbled a little bit.
Having a tough time walking on that ankle. Brookdale actually got the ball back with a chance to maybe score there, but the referee stopping the game there.
It was a smart move. You had a player laid out on the court.
And especially under the basket.
Yeah. That's just asking for another injury. Just under the 9-minute mark. Still holding on to this 20-point lead as the Middlesex Colts, 2-3, coming into the Collins Arena against the 2-3 Jersey Blues. Pat Grothier, Sean Rosenboim, Brookdale TV covering the game here. The women before couldn't close that one out as well, so this could possibly be the first time we'll see
a sweep here.
Yeah. Again, running down the shot clock, but
this time they saw it and they converted.
Got the 3-pointer. That's been killing Brookdale. That's the 4th in this second half. They had that rapid fire with 3 in a row earlier in the half.
Foul on the floor. No shot there. A good look by Gay to see Grzeski under the basket there.
A much different pace to this game last time these two teams met. Brookdale won 104-75.
High-scoring affair.
Yeah. That was December of last year.
Saw a lot of those last year, high-scoring games here.
Road ahead looking for Brookdale. They will do the same schedule as the women. They're going to stay here for the last home game and then go on a 3-game stretch. Ocean, Cumberland, and Camden in a matter of a week. Those are 3 tough games. Ocean and Camden always bring it, and Cumberland is usually a solid team as well. Grzeski fighting for the ball. Referee's trying to calm it down a little bit.
No need to get chippy here.
No, not at this point in the game.
Good job of pressure. And a turnover there.
Oh.
Threw it right to Johnson.
Yeah.
A couple more of those, huh? Will be nice. Again, some problems getting the ball.
He's having a tough time. Brer had a great first half, but he's been struggling a bit in the second half.
You know, Brookdale's only committed 1 foul, now 2 after Grzeski.
To this point, but 1 foul.
It's amazing that they haven't committed more the way they've been playing defense.
Yeah.
But it may pay off. We'll be able to press a little bit more here and maybe, give up a few fouls. But
especially with the 1 foul, you figure you'd see more, on the board from it. But offense hasn't been doing that much.
A lot of made shots from Middlesex.
Yeah.
Again, the danger of running so much clock is that you run yourself into a low shot clock.
Mm-hmm.
You force a bad shot. So if Brookdale can get them to force a bad shot here, that'd be nice.
10 seconds left on the shot clock now.
5 seconds now.
5. Grzeski coming in on the late defense. 3 ball. And it bounces off.
A good defensive position for Brookdale.
Ooh, Isaiah Johnson. Nice
good
grab.
Pass there. Gay travels.
So look at him on the travel. In comes Dean for Gay.
A lot of young guys here looking a little immature at times. Coach Chizek and the rest of the coaching staff really trying to teach these kids, settle it down, take what they give you. It's tough, though. Much different team than we're used to seeing here.
Yeah. Very different.
Good move there.
That was real good going inside. Bryant Webb firing the bench up. Putting it up to the highest lead of the night, 23 points. All the way out. Brian Reese Jr. Shot doesn't land in.
Not much going down for Brookdale right now.
No. Terrell Cox looking to check back in at the scores table. Turnaround jumper. Put back by Archile.
Chile making his presence felt. Just when we hadn't said his name in a little while, he made sure he made his contribution there. And right back down the other end, making the rebound. Ooh, Reese applying a little bit of pressure there.
Crosby's going to come back in.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 23, Brian Reese Jr.
With Dean and Grzeski coming out. Cox is joining Crosby. Coach Chizak still trying to have a conversation with the ref. He's not hearing it.
A couple guys jawing at each other over there.
Yep. Just exchanging holiday cookie recipes. Crosby pulling away his teammate.
Situation is here.
As we state at the beginning of every game, sportsmanship is key. Trying to keep it a nice, clean game.
It's like Coach Jackson's a little riled up here.
Yeah. Our athletic director, Sean Noel, trying to calm the situation down. Pulling double duty, security, triple duty if you want to throw everything in there.
Yeah, security will court
side.
Yeah.
He's doing it all. He's a jack of all trades. So we'll get back 5:50, 69-44. Middlesex Colts with the lead, holding on strong.
Oh.
Brian Reese Jr. coming a little bit too hot.
Coach Jackson not
Coach
happy
Jackson's
with
getting
that.
a little heated there.
He's afraid that this thing might get out of control here. But Coach Chizek wouldn't let that happen to his team.
No. He's a very, very disciplined, regimented coach that keeps these guys in line. He's trying to argue that it was a flagrant foul. It didn't seem intentionally.
Got caught in the air, and that's it.
It's just momentum carries you.
On a lob there.
Foul called against Crosby on that one.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 20, Brian Crosby.
Archile having a heck of a performance tonight.
Yeah. The man has definitely earned MVP rights for this game.
.545 left. Looks like Brookdale's just going to play out the string here and look to build off of it.
So foul called against Middlesex. Right when we say, not many fouls.
Starting to
pile
Fouls
in
on
there.
Brookdale. Check that. Fouls on the Colts. Number 10, Malik Sisson. His 4th.
That is Isaiah Johnson at the line.
Johnson not making a huge impact today like we're used to seeing from him.
No. So that foul was called against
number 10,
Middlesex.
Sisson. That's his 5th.
And Sisson's fouled out of the game here.
Number 10 has fouled
A couple
out
of quick ones.
In comes Keith Robinson. Brian Crosby at the line.
Or 1-1, I believe. Yes, 1-1 indeed. Next one, we'll put Brookdale in the double bonus.
First one doesn't land. Tip back in there.
Reese Jr., good job of just getting up and timing that well.
72-46. 5.5 left in the game. Looks like Coach Chizak is start working in maybe some of his other bench players, get them some time when the game is out of their hands at this point. High arcing shot. Bryant Webb, his last few possessions, is firing it up offensively.
He's starting to get in there.
Middlesex really has a great, they got a plethora of great offensive players. You never know who's going to step it up.
Come from one place.
No.
Although Chile's been probably the MVP for them, but a lot of other guys have been stepping up at times and really getting the job done.
Be hard pressed not to see them back here come Region 19 time.
Yeah.
Very early in the season, even though they have a 2-3 record, there's no reason they can't turn that around.
Sure. Looks like Reese caught an elbow, but
Reese
referee
thought
didn't
he
agree.
had the call.
Referee didn't agree with that.
Nope.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 23, Brian Reese Jr.
4:31 left in the game.
His 3rd.
Crowd looking like they're out of it a little bit, huh?
A little disheveled.
Got to give them credit, though. They hung out and stuck it out.
Can't leave your team at the worst. You always got to be there for the best. I should know. I'm a Jets fan. Oh.
Shot clock running down.
Yeah. He was trying to get in there.
Bailed him out with a foul, though.
Coach Paul Chizak is fed up at this point.
Fouls on Brookdale's number 2.
Not much
Tavon
positive to take away from this game. I mean, I talked to Coach Chizak earlier, and he emphasized the rebounding and the dribble penetration. And for the most part, they did a pretty good job of that. But it was everything else that had to get away from them.
Yeah.
There was way too much focus on that, and not enough focus on switching on the man and contesting shots. And really on the offensive end, just no flow whatsoever.
Brookdale looking for a goaltend on that call, didn't get it. Middlesex nearing a 30-point lead.
Three seconds.
Last second.
Offensive rebound, a big block there.
Yeah.
Oh, but going to call a foul on Crosby. Nothing going right at this point for Brookdale.
No. The wheels are falling off. We're going to see Glenn Bates check in, the last player for Brookdale to step on the court. Everyone has gotten a little bit of time.
Number 20, Brian Crosby. That's his 5th.
So Crosby one away from fouling out, and
looks like his net will be done.
Yep.
Crosby, one bright spot, though. I mean, he played pretty well. He was in there, a little bit of foul trouble early. Didn't play most of the first half because of that foul trouble. But, came back in the second half and picked up where he left off, scoring some points, getting some rebounds, and doing some good things. And if they could put a little bit of more effort around that, I think they could be successful.
Yeah, very physical player, graduate of very local here in Middletown North. Some good athletes coming out of there. Shalik Calhoun over at Michigan State. Played football with Brian Crosby and basketball with him as well. Three minutes remaining here. 77-46. Middlesex with the lead.
Foul there will put Brookdale at the line for 2.
Fouls on the Colts, number 12, Jaquan Prairie.
Terrell Cox headed to the line.
Not much from Cox today either. A lot of guys kind of not showing up today.
Cox was more on the defensive front. He wasn't scoring a lot. He was covering Prayer very well earlier, but then he got in foul trouble himself and got taken out of the game.
Yeah, guys,
but he wasn't scoring much.
Guys like Cox and Dean really need to hang around a little bit better. There's a couple of better players on this team that didn't do themselves any favors with the foul trouble. Not much from Dean today. Not much from Cox today. Crosby was a bright spot, but not much else today.
Everyone else was kind of spotty.
Yeah.
It was very spotty performance all around by most of Brookdale. It was a pretty pass inside there. Back out to Bennett. And makes a 3.
3 points to Von Bennett.
30-point lead, though.
Not much from Bennett today either. Spots, he was all right, but
it's
again, the theme here is they couldn't put it together.
It wasn't a finished product. A lot of holes that really need to get patched up. Oh, he's got Bates. Big block. That 3 would have been twisting the dagger.
Yeah. Okay, Coach Jackson also looking to clear his bench a little bit there. Daniel Griffin checks in for the first time.
Archile getting high fives from all his teammates. Well deserved. Had himself one heck of a game. And they're basically just waiting for the clock to hit 0 at this point. Where do you go here from Brookdale?
Got to get better on both ends of the floor. I think offensively they don't have an identity. I mean, at times Crosby, delivered, but again, it was on offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
Just kind of flashing through the lane, but not really consistently, producing on the offensive end really hurt them, and they couldn't get into a flow. And on the defensive end, didn't look awful at times, but just couldn't make the plays that they needed to make. Archile just torched them all over the court, and I think that really came down to not having an answer to him. He's big, he's quick, can get up high, and they really had no answer for him on the defensive end.
I think the only thing that came close was Crosby in the opening minutes, but that quickly faded, and nobody else could really step in and fill that void. So we're under a minute now, 46 seconds remaining.
Fouls on the Colts, number 13, Bryant Webb, his 4th.
Bates will head to the stripe.
Chance to get himself a couple points here.
Yep.
Air ball, the free throw.
And that's kind of the way the night's been going. That kind of wraps it all up in a nice neat little bow. But he makes the second, finishes strong. Robinson flying down the court. Pulls it up. Spins around, feeds it back inside to Robinson. His shot bounces in.
Gets it to go.
We're going to have the shot clock turned off at this point. Terrell Cox kind of just dribbling it out.
Ball's going to stay with Brookdale there. Last couple seconds here.
I mean, we basically talked about it at nauseum at this point, you know, what they got to do to come back, what happened in this game. It's just a tough one. It's one you really just got to you got to take this one on the chin and regroup, you know. There's not much else you can really do at this point besides just bury this one. Take this one out back and bury it.
Exactly. And, you know, it was a tough one, you know, from the opening whistle.
Yeah.
Just a lot of issues on both ends of the floor. At times, it looked like Brookdale was going to get themselves back in the game. But, again, I mean, they couldn't really put it together for more than a couple minutes. Defensively, very sluggish, not a lot of energy. And Coach Hezek, you know, referenced that in the beginning of the game, telling me he wanted them to rebound better. And part of rebounding, actually all of rebounding, is effort.
Yeah.
And you have to put the effort in. You know, your man comes over to help. His man is free for the rebound. You have to get over to his man before his man gets to the rebound. You know, it's a very simple process. And, you know, the fact that he didn't see the energy, didn't like it, you know, at halftime, we talked about it. They were in the locker room for a long time. Coach Hezek really laying into them, hoping to inspire some energy in the second half. They came out with a little bit of energy, but just started to fade. And there was nothing they could do about it.
Yeah, so we will end today with 2 losses for Brookdale Jersey Blues. The final score of this game was 81-52. Men's team dropping to 2-4. Pat Groth here, Sean Rosenboim, on behalf of the entire Brookdale TV staff, I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight, and we will be back.